Aster will be one, if not the biggest airdrop of the 2025. They are airdropping more than $500 million in just a week, and forget a portion of it, you just need to utilize their app. And in today's video I will tell you everything that you need to know for increase your airdrop while spending the same amount. So be sure to subscribe to this channel because we bring a lot of guide and how to make money with crypto. And now let's jump into the video. So first of all, let's go see actually why I say that it's a more than $500 million airdrop, because as you can see, Aster is a $14 billion FTV token, and as you can see, they are airdropping 4% of their total supply for this season that end essentially this week. So 4% is really huge, guys, but actually let's make some math. So 14 billion multiplied by 4, as you can see, and divided by 100, and as you can see, they are airdropping actually 560 million. So it's really huge, and actually we will show you how much I made the last week. So as you can see, with around 800,000 of volume, so it's actually pretty easy to get the volume. I will even show you later in this video how actually to get a lot of volume, but with only 800,000, and obviously even a bunch of referral points, but most importantly the multiplier for the team boost that we will talk about this in just a second is really important. So as you can see, I got 0.003 actually 29 of the airdrop, so 560 million multiplied by 0.0029%. As you can see, I got $162,000. Obviously that's a joke because we still have to divide 400 since it's a percentage, but as you can see, this is $1,600. That is really huge. To be honest, this will be even divided for the weeks and even be diluted, so it will not be so much obviously, but this is still huge because probably to get this share I paid just only around $200 in fees, so even if we get diluted it will still be a really juicy airdrop. So let's go check actually how you can improve at the best and get the best airdrop possible. First of all, obviously you have to create an account, and this is actually super important that you do that with the link down below for essentially 3 reasons. So the first reason is you avoid to get scammed, because in crypto there are a lot of fake links and so on, so really that is a great reason. The second motivation is actually that your referral essentially will give a 10% to me as a referral, but since I am a nice guy, I don't want to essentially take all your money. I will actually put the majority of the referral on you. So essentially just by utilizing the referral down below, you will get back a solid portion of your fee. And this is actually really important because as you will see later in the video, we want to farm a lot of volume for farm a lot of airdrop, and the more volume you farm, the more fee you farm. There are people actually already under my referral that paid 5,000 or more in fees, and they already saved multiple hundreds of dollars thanks to that, so I'm really happy to see that. But the most important reason why you really need to utilize the link down below is this, so the Hedge team boost. So the Hedge are essentially the point for the airdrop, and this is a team boost that will boost the entirety of your airdrop. And guys, since I already made a video and invited a lot of people, my team is already at the highest level possible, and as you can see from this calculation for the point, the team boost essentially multiply everything. So the trading volume, holding score, accessory score, profit score, loss score, you multiply everything. So thanks to my team being big, and just by utilizing the link down below, you will literally get 50% more of the airdrop. So if you get $1,000, you are getting $1,500. If you get $10,000, you will get $15,000. So guys, really please do not miss out of free money. It's literally 50% free for you, plus even a discount on the fees. So this is already the first tip, and actually probably the most important tip for optimize your airdrop farming and earning a lot more. So since I'm giving you this opportunity, please at least subscribe to this channel and drop a like, because you're literally getting 50% for free more in your airdrop, and that can be various hundreds of dollars if not thousands of dollars. So I guess thousands of dollars are worth at least a subscribe and drop a like to this channel, please. The only thing to be sure that you are inside our team, be sure to check if you have this code in your team. That is 225D4D. If you don't have this, probably you will have here a section for add that code, so be sure to add it. And now let's go to the second point for increase your Aster airdrop. So what you have to do is to move your funds to BNB chain, because essentially there you can mint USDF utilizing your USDT. And this is important for essentially 2 reasons. So the first reason is that you get 10% of APY while you trade. So essentially on your collateral you earn a free 10% a year. Guys, this is already crazy because it's literally another time free money, and the people invest like in stock, in SP500 and so on, for get a 10% a year. This is just a bonus that you are getting on the side of the airdrop, the trading and so on. So really there is no reason to miss out on literally free money. Even most importantly, if you have a big capital like $10,000, $100,000, those can be like $10,000 literally for free. So already this is the first reason. And the second reason is that, as you can see, there is even this section that is asset holding score, and essentially it says that you can earn points just by holding USDF and so on. On top of the 10%, on top of the fact that you still can utilize those money for trading, you even get more points that if you utilized our team, you will even get other 50% on those points. So you can understand how already we are improving of a lot the airdrop. So another time, be sure at least to drop me a like. And now actually let's go to probably the most important part of the video itself. So the trading part. Making volume is essentially how you get the majority of your airdrop. Obviously, if you listen to me, you will even get 50% more thanks to our team on top of your volume. But still, the most important thing for farm the airdrop is to farm a lot of volume that will give you a lot of points. And you can even see that from the Llama. As you can see, this is the essentially volume chart of Aster. As you can see, it went from less than 1 billion to farming like 80 billion, 60 billion a day. So yes guys, they're getting a lot of volume because people are optimizing how to do the volume. So how can you do the same? Where there is one mode that will help you a lot with that, and the name is Hedge mode. But what is Hedge mode? Essentially is a way to trade where you can trade the same pair. So for example, I can trade Bitcoin both in the long and in the short. So I can put both a long and short with different capital, and in this way I farm a lot more volume. Because if I open like a 30 leverage long and a 20 leverage short, obviously I farm a lot more volume. So actually let's go check how to do so. First of all, I want to assure you, if you're watching this video, that Hedge mode, as you can see, this is a message actually that I shared on my group, and if you want to check my group, there is the link down below. Is really good for stay updated on airdrop, farming, how to make money with crypto and so on. So if you want, go check that. But essentially what is important in this message is that they confirm that essentially perp trade with the Hedge mode counts toward the points. And this is important because many people were not doing that because they were not sure if it was counted or not, but actually they confirmed that, so we can utilize this cheat essentially. So how does it work and how can you utilize it? The first thing you have to do is to go here and change from single asset mode to multi-asset mode. So what that means, it means essentially that you can open a contract on both of the side on the same pair. So as we said, both long and short. So that is essentially what we want to do for farm the most volume. The second thing you have to do is to go here in the setting up right, and here you have to change from one-way mode to Hedge mode. We are now in Hedge mode and we can utilize it. As you can see, we can utilize it with our USDF because I have USDF. So essentially we're already farming points on USDF, points on team bonus, and now we will farm a lot of volume. So this is essentially the way for optimize your airdrop. But how does it work? So as you can see, now that we put Hedge mode, we have both open long and open short on the same pair. So you can just slide this and you can decide the amount and open a long, open a short. You can even increase or lower the leverage. So for example, if you never trade perp, obviously try with a really low leverage at least at the start. If you instead are already trading perp and you want to try with a higher leverage, the more high the leverage, the more high your volume and the more high the airdrop. So for example, normally I never utilize 50x leverage because it's really a lot, but at the same time, since we are literally farming an airdrop, I want to farm a lot of volume, so I generally utilize like a 30, 40, 50 leverage at least during this airdrop. Obviously guys, trading perps is risky, so no financial advice, and be sure to do your own research. And another time I suggest you at least to start before with a lower leverage if you never traded perps, and then maybe try to rise it slowly. So going back to our Hedge mode, let's try to open a position. So for example, I want to open a $20,000 long Bitcoin. How can I open a $20,000 long on Bitcoin if I have only $1,000? Well, that is because I'm utilizing a 50x leverage. So literally I could open up to like a $50,000 long. Obviously you don't want to do that because essentially the more the capital you utilize, the less collateral you have and the more you risk to get liquidated. Guys, you never want to get liquidated because you pay an additional fee. You really want to avoid that. So be sure to not utilize really all your capital. I generally, when I trade with high leverage, I stay around here if I want to farm a lot of volume. So what I will do, for example, I will open a $20,000 50x leverage and open long because I'm bullish on Bitcoin. So let's open this leverage, and now as you can see we opened our long on Bitcoin, and as you can see we already lost $10. This is what happens essentially when you trade with a 50 leverage, so the price really move a lot. And actually I will even show you now how you can essentially avoid this. So what you have to do is essentially to open a short with the same amount and the same leverage that balance your long. So if Bitcoin goes up, the long earn money and the short lose money. If Bitcoin goes down, the short takes money and the long lose money. So for example, here I open a $20,000 long, I will even open for example a $20,000 short. So in this way, as you can see guys, we have literally the same position. Now since I was a bit slow, I will actually always lose this $7, but if you are fast, you will pretty much lose nothing and you just farm volume for the amount of fee that you are paying. So pretty much with Hedge mode, you can farm really a lot of volume going neutral on your trading just by paying the fees. This is why it's really good. And guys, don't worry, if you actually want to trade, you can still utilize Hedge mode. Why is that? Because essentially, if you were bullish on Bitcoin, you could have opened a long with like $20,000 and then a short with like $7,000. So that would have been like if you had $13,000 in a long with 50x leverage, but at the same time you would have farmed a lot more volume. That is what we want to do for farm this airdrop. We don't lose money, we just essentially farm free volume just by paying the fees. And guys, as you can see, this tactic is working perfectly. We are literally even, I mean, we have $7 negative because I actually took my time and it was already $7 negative. But as you can see, literally while I'm talking, essentially the pair is maintaining those $7 difference. So essentially, if I was faster and placed it as up, I would have lost $0 and in the meantime farmed, I don't know how much is this, like $50,000 in volume. You can just now like close this and reopen another position. Only thing, be sure to not do that too fast because then you may actually be removed for wash trading and you really don't want that. Another time, be sure to utilize the link down below for 50% boost on your airdrop. Is really crazy actually, this same thing, plus even a fee discount. If this video was helpful, please drop a like and subscribe to my channel because my only purpose is to help you to make money. So please help me to do that just by dropping a like and subscribing to my channel. You can even go watch this video about all the best crypto airdrops or this other video on how I made $20,000 with a prediction market. I am Crypto Meepo and I guess see you to the next video.